random people.
Absolutely, Chris. I will absolutely do it.
I should go ahead.
You owe me $1.
Hi, audience. This is not a normal episode. We are going to be talking about the episodes that we have made so far because some of our players haven't been able to be here. So this is going to be a shorter episode, but maybe it'll give a little bit more light into the world that is made and the different characters that we have. So, let's get right into it. Sorry, I had to stop the conversation for that.
I realized, Spencer, does your wife listen to the sessions?
She's in the next room right now.
So. But has she? Like, is she one of the viewers?
No.
No, she. I was gonna say, like, someone who's on the outside could ask us questions, and then we can give them super chaotic answers.
Look, we'll be able to script it later. We all know that there is no improv in our. I spend a whole week typing out the script for y'all, and I email it to all of you.
Why are you rolling real dice? Stop looking at the dice. You know which numbers are supposed to be up. I
know. I get so upset when y'all are like, oh, wait, let me roll for that. No, you should already know the number in your head that you're supposed to say. There are things I want you to
memorize the entire script for the 3-hour-long episode, and
we're actors, Chris. We do that for plays anyway.
I know. Can't
That's
you tell
different, though.
We are all British actors. Can't you tell by all of our amazing American accents?
Yes, we are definitely all British.
Absolutely.
I can't do. Long day.
So, if anything gets disclosed here that the characters don't know about yet, we are able to do that. I'm just letting the audience know that anything that we talk about here, like if I disclose a secret or anything like that, these players are good enough to disconnect that from their characters. Like, they're not going to metagame. At least I hope not.
Oh, do you want us to metagame? Because I can metagame.
No, don't metagame.
just walking along. Man, I feel like we aren't even ourselves. Like, there's other people who are choosing our actions for us.
Spencer kind of did that in the third session.
That's true.
With those random NPCs that I led to their deaths.
Or like when
do you guys ever think that we might just be other people in someone else's adventure and be a one-off character?
That's gonna die.
Well, thanks to Chris, they were one-off characters.
Or if we ever hear from Jorgen's God be like, do you mean like the person controlling us as pieces, who is just telling our players where to go?
And all of our actions are controlled by the roll of a dice.
I have so many plans. I have so many plans for Jorgen. Jorgen's story, like his storyline that I'm going to be, that I have planned out for him, but we'll see if that's the way that it goes. Because I do have a whole bunch of plans. I have a book with a whole bunch of, like, it looks like having sticky notes all over the wall with different lines to it.
Rookie mistake as a DM. Never say you have plans. Never make plans.
One thing I've learned from
that I can force into any situation.
One thing I've learned from playing D&D with Josh is never have a plan, because he's gonna go the exact opposite way.
I call them guidelines. When I DM, I create guidelines, and this is where I hope it goes.
Well, I have things.
However,
when I say I have a plan, I mean that I have other things in the world that are going to happen no matter what y'all do. So,
what if I find a way to split the world in half, like down the center, and explode one half?
If y'all can do that as level 2s, go for it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Just blackmail Jenkins, it'll be fine.
Yeah, Chris, the next thing we're going to do is rob every single person in the town.
More powerful than Jenkins.
We're going to rob every single person in the town. We're going to get all of their gold. We're going to go to Jenkins. We're going to find a spell that can split the world in half, pay him with everyone else's gold, and then we're going to split the world.
y'all have a list of some of the most powerful beings in the universe.
That's
Y'all
this list we
could
created.
easily, if y'all make a ruckus in the places where, like, while looking for them, you will find them.
Okay, hold on. I need to know where Duck McScrooge lives. Is it in a place similar to? Is it Berg Duck where he lives?
No.
No, he doesn't live in Berg Duck. Oh,
No. Well, I could show you the map that I have. Okay, so
Duck
this is the
McScrooge.
map of the kingdom that y'all are in right now. Y'all are in the center city right here and haven't really left this little area. And then there's the Queen's capital and the King's capital down here. So, and then you have all of these unnamed towns that I can just arbitrarily throw a name at and then give that name meaning as y'all explore it.
So, because the towns, the capital for the king and the queen are so close to the center, as we journey farther out, can I
They
make
will
more
have less
decisions?
influence.
Okay, so I can make more. So I can have a Monty Python moment of the whole "I am your king." Well, I didn't vote for him. You don't vote for a king. He's
You
elected.
very well could. There's going to be some bluff checks in there, but you
That's perfectly
definitely
fine.
could. Is there
We're
anything
just gonna
that
take
you want to know more about that I've kind of like thrown at y'all? Like, again, I was saying earlier, there's things in this world that y'all, no matter what you do, is not going to be able to change it. Like,
Not one that you've thrown at us, but one that we mentioned long ago when we were discussing the campaign at first.
yeah.
The two twin ducks.
Oh!
Are those ducks ever going to appear? And if
Y'all have
so,
one already.
we have one.
What? Is Reginald one of the ducks?
No.
I don't know what else it would be.
Y'all just got him back.
Back.
It's
Oh,
not
the
a
Phoenix
duck.
egg.
Phoenix egg.
The Phoenix egg, yeah.
Oh.
And y'all already know of the other.
I feel like that's the Rock, isn't it?
Oh.
Think of the different okay, so the ducks are not ducks. You were just joking about him. Duck McScrooge.
Oh. Duck McScrooge versus a Phoenix.
That is.
Yeah, like
That is my Phoenix, by the way. You gave the egg to me. It's now officially mine.
No, Chris, because we're not allowed to metagame, I can tell you this. My plan entirely was to have you take care of the egg until it's about to hatch.
No.
Then I'm going to sneak away with it and make sure that I'm the only one around when it hatches.
Okay,
The,
metagaming. I have a spell Animal Friendship, so the literal second it hatches, I can just cast it on there and we'll be bonded for life. Or we'll technically only be bonded for 24 hours. But because it's a baby, we'll be bonded for life.
well, here's the thing. According to the lore of Phoenix eggs, it should have already hatched. But because the Phoenix died underwater, the egg was not able to be incubated by its own dying flames, so it would hatch.
Where's the closest volcano?
Or you can ask Jorgen.
Or we have a fire warlock on our side.
No, because he will see it and then kill it. He's already done it. He's tried it twice with the animals that I've attempted to befriend.
Reginald, though.
The closest volcano is over in the Empire of Aurora Alice.
How long of a journey is that?
How long did it take you to come up with that name?
Why?
Oh, fair question.
Because
It
you're
means
just
golden
taking out the
wing.
Bori in Aurora Borealis.
Because it's Latin for golden wings.
That's true, yeah.
So, like, and I just went to Google Translate, I put in golden wings, and then I had it.
I mean, that's how I came up with Connery's name, so.
I have so many different names I use. I just am like, what sounds good in this other language?
Yeah. I have this whole half of the world all just already like planned out. I don't know if y'all are able to read it at all.
I see Ray
That-
Romano.
What?
Something that says Ray Romano is what I saw.
Where?
It's like I can't point to the screen, but it right underneath the handle of the dumbbell is what looks like Ray
What?
Romano.
Right here?
No, so to the middle where you would have like the handle if those were dumbbell of like weights.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's what looks like Ray Romano.
This one right here. Oh, that
Yeah.
says Renoko.
Oh.
That's the country that y'all are in right now. Renoko means nothing.
Oh, nice.
That sounds cool.
So, yeah, I didn't want to. When I was first coming up with this, okay, so there's actually 2 volcanoes within y'all's reach. There is the one in Aurora Alice, and it's over here, all the way in the mountain range. And then there's the one at the Dwarven Island, all the way down here.
Is that the beardless Dwarven Island?
Hold, is that where Jorgen's from? That's the only place involving dwarves that we've heard of, and he's the only dwarf we know.
Who also
That's
happens to be
an answer
beardless?
that I cannot give at the moment.
Oh, come
That
on.
answer is yes. Perfect. We just have
If
to
it was-
yeet him across the water.
Great. Then he'll be out of our lives. And I don't
okay,
have
I
to
can
give him his money
definitively
back.
give
No, he already
you
has his
that-
money back. Then.
I can definitely give you the answer that no, he is not from that island.
Ah.
He is not from that island, but I cannot tell you where he is from because that is a big lore point. Because from what I know about Jorgen, he's always going to try to get home. So I have kind of based his whole thing of getting home along with learning about himself.
So he's from the future, like we originally thought. Reginald, my shark bunny, becomes his butler, Reginald.
After y'all keep feeding Reginald so many humans that it beats out any of the other animal traits.
Right, and now it just becomes a butler. And when we pass away, for whatever reason,
also,
Jorgen's still alive.
His official species, Reginald's official species, is Abomination Chimera.
Is that an actual thing, or did you just make that up?
I have it written down in here, but it's my own homebrew thing.
Okay.
So, whatever it eats, it can take the aspects onto itself. And right now, it's level 2, like you, so it can take on 8 aspects of the different things that it eats.
Reginald is going to be so OP.
Yeah. I gave y'all something to make it so that y'all don't die so quickly. And also, it's like having a complete another player. So whenever one of y'all isn't here, y'all can rely on Reginald a little bit more.
Okay, if my character dies, I don't want to make a new one. I'm just going to be Reginald the whole
You
time.
can. Y'all can. I could make it so that Reginald eats your body and just becomes you. But you play as Reginald.
That feels weird. Why would he eat his owner afterwards?
Because I fed it you to him.
Oh, okay. So if Reginald was to say if Reginald was to eat Conry, would Reginald then get human qualities or wolf qualities?
They would get lycanthrope qualities. Where then they could be able to change their form. They could turn into a humanoid form of Reginald then.
I would really like to see a humanoid Reginald. That would be hilarious.
Chris has given me permission to feed Conry to Reginald. Y'all heard it here
hold
first.
on.
I mean, if you want to see, here's the thing: if you
thing.
want to see a humanoid form of Reginald, feed him an entire like not an entire human, but you'll need a couple human bodies so that he can get more aspects.
3
from
dead
him.
human bodies on standby.
How many people are in the guild? Minus our party.
In this branch of the guild, this is the biggest branch of the guild. There's about 50 adventurers and like 8 parties in there.
Okay.
Is that
There's a few
including the ones that I
adventures that
murdered?
go off on their own, like Goblin Slayer and all that kind of stuff. But most of them have like parties of 2 or 3, or there is the bigger party of like 6 in there.
So I have a new plan now. Reginald's gonna eat all the guild members, and then we're gonna create our own guild using that hall as our base of operations. Easy.
Well, don't forget, Amber's uncle is the leader of the guild.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think he'll notice. He's drunk most of the time anyway.
He's not drunk most of the time. He does have a drinking
He
problem.
was
I
drunk
will
the one
tell you
time
that.
we met him.
I gave like higher level players, like Jenkins. Jenkins has a weakness that's not like, oh, it's not a physical weakness, but it is a social weakness. Just like how I gave Perrin, a higher level adventurer, the vice of drinking too often. And I gave Linda her son, so that she wasn't off like trying to take over the world. She's taking care of somebody. There are things that I have given them to hold them back, like to give an explanation. Oh, why aren't they in charge of things now, since they're so powerful?
Now I just want to kill the child and get
Josh!
Perrin
You
to
want
rehab.
Linda to come after you?
Yeah, I want
Reginald
no.
is
Hold
able
on.
to-
Lyndon's gonna.
Okay.
That is gonna be a total party kill. That's
I'm
literally.
going.
She's literally
I'm
gonna
going to
murder
kill.
us.
Hold on. Hear me out. I'm going to kill the child. I'm going to get Perrin off of his drinking problem. I'm going to get Jenkins some social help so that they're at their best. They have to do their
Yes.
best.
But you
Jenkins is
also,
weird. Jenkins is weird, but his weakness is that he always is there for a deal. He's there for a deal. He's there to make business transactions. His weirdness is because I chose the wrong voice for him.
Just after the so Jenkins, you want to go get something to eat after this? What you doing? Are we making a deal? No. They know. Run away. Runs off.
Woo! But yeah,
Our
sadly, the last
transition sound
15
effect.
minutes of the entire episode last time got cut off. So, like, your interaction with Jenkins getting those gloves isn't on there, and Perrin showing up and them going to court, like them announcing we're going to go to court, isn't in there either.
So
if
for
you're
those of you
this
watching
and
at
you're
home,
a loyal fan, you will now know that is going to happen.
which, by the way,
I'm loyal.
I am using when we go to the courtroom, just so you're prepared, Spencer.
Yeah.
I am going to use the fact that nobody in this party knows my character's name to my advantage.
That is completely fine. Whatever advantage that y'all want to use, this is going to be full role play and improv for me. So I have pretty much no plans. It will all be based off of what y'all do.
So it's
I
just
do
gonna
have-
be D&D Ace Attorney.
Exactly.
D&D Ace Attorney. Nice.
Are y'all going to do the thing where we'll be our own lawyers?
I mean, unless they know a lawyer, I don't think there's another option.
In the D&D world, certain crimes are considered extremely heinous. These are their stories. Dun dun.
Dun, dun. It shows like 2 burnt squirrels on the side of the road.
We come walking up. What do you think happened here?
I think these squirrels got in someone's personal space and they got burned.
I wonder who it could have been. We just look at Jorgen, who's already got the fire ready to go again.
Yeah. I don't know. I know I made the DM mistake, but I have set up the world where if y'all wanted to be like 100% lawful good, there were ways of getting like rich and powerful that way. If y'all want, there is an underground to all of Renoko that y'all could get into. Any alignment that y'all chose to do is there. I just did not prepare a chaotic one because chaos does not work in this kingdom very well. It's a very
Right, now we know how to...
It's a very humanoid-based society.
I hope one of us gets the title World Breaker then.
Once we reach like level 18, is that when we can go in? Murder some gods.
Say what? Level 18? What?
Yeah, what level was it
What?
that we could challenge the gods?
I thought it was level
That
18.
Y'all can
spiral
go
tower
up
thing.
there when you guys get like there are it's level 15 that y'all can open the doors to the trial spire. But
Okay,
most people wait until they're level 20 to go up it because
So say I'm level 8 and Conry's level 7 and Conry's in wolf form and I'm somehow riding Conry in wolf form. Would us together equal level 15?
well, here's the thing. If you're at level 15, you can open the door on your own. If you wish, you could go to the trial spire as a party. And if all of y'all's level added up to 15, y'all can get in.
We got 10 right now. We just need to level up one more time.
Oh shit!
It's
Wait, no, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Does Reginald count as part of the party?
Yeah, Reginald
Because
has a
4
level.
we're all level. Okay, so that'd be 5 level 2. All right.
Reginald levels up with me. So once we're all level 3, we can go challenge some gods real quickly.
Oh, and
That's gonna end well.
Every time Reginald levels up, he gets another aspect that he can bring in on himself, and if you choose, he can get either a little bit bigger or enhance one of the abilities that he already has.
Interesting. I can either have him speak all fancy or I can make him get bigger.
Yeah.
Because right now he has very simple sentences still.
Yeah, well,
No,
I gave him that
sentences.
like for the level 1 thing. The reason why he has like very simple sentences is because he took a chunk out of the little boy. He took a chunk out of the little boy, and since the little boy had been living with Linda for a little while, yada yada yada, magic, made him be able to make more coherent thoughts, where he no longer has an animalistic brain, where it's just like food. It's, hey, I can have a conversation with you.
Okay. Well, can Linda regenerate?
Can Linda regenerate? I mean,
or any of the demon lords?
I mean, yeah, you get that. That's part of the package deal. Like they have the regeneration of a troll whenever they get what's it called? Whenever they get to the top of the trial spire. That's part of having the god's ichor and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you have given me the wrong opportunity.
Oh no!
If
Knowing
you
that they
want
can
to
regenerate.
attack Linda, you want to go.
You are
after
going to get
Linda?
our entire party killed.
I
This
can
is
just
crazy.
proposition
Linda is
Linda.
number 3 in the list of Linda's number 3 in the list of most powerful demon lords.
Hold on. Who says I'm planning to fight Linda? I could just proposition her to like maybe lop off a finger or her arm or something, and then feed it to Reginald. And then suddenly Reginald
Okay.
has the-
Why would
That
she want
much-
to do that?
That much would not be enough to like. There's a certain amount of something that you have to feed Reginald for it to take on the aspects.
So how many arms and legs will it take?
It's 150 pounds of stuff. Not 150. Sorry, that was wrong. 15 pounds of things that he has to eat.
So like 4 arms and 4 legs.
Well,
Right?
yeah,
Hey,
let's
Linda.
steal her limbs. That's gonna end well.
She regenerates. She'll be fine
But
eventually.
wait, hold
since
on.
he ate a baby
Wait.
rock, now he has like baby rock wings that can't really fly at the moment. But if you were to like incubate or enhance that ability, his wings would get bigger and be able to be used. Or you could just keep feeding him different types of birds, and his feather color will change, but his wings would eventually get bigger.
Well, either way, eventually we'll be riding Reginald into battle if he doesn't die.
If it would be quicker if you were to buy a horse and then have him eat the horse.
That's true, but like that's so much money to just spend on food to feed Reginald when Reginald can just eat it himself.
That's true.
Reginald's not bound.
But
No one ever explained the laws to Reginald. Reginald's not bound to these sorts of things.
I mean, Reginald's been fighting people ever since he like ran off down the street.
How many
is
people
fair.
has he killed just since he like first away from the party?
He has 3 guards going after him right now. Like, I rolled to see how many guards would like start going after him, and I got a 3. So right now he's fighting 3 people. We will see by the luck of the roll if he comes to court with y'all.
He has the most health.
He does.
Yeah, he is the most powerful out of our entire party.
So far, yeah. But much like other animal companions, y'all will, like, his health goes up depending on what he eats. So, like, you guys' health will probably surpass his as y'all level up more exponentially. So yeah, that's if you find something with a lot of health that he wants to eat, then yeah.
Is there something Reginald won't eat? I just want to know the limit.
Right now he's carnivorous.
I mean, he ate his own kind, so.
Hey, they weren't alive. They were dead at the time.
That's still cannibalism, Josh.
It's not the same.
It kind of is.
Reginald's not the one who killed them to eat. He just ate them because they were there.
Do y'all have any theories about Reginald? I just want to know.
Oh, I've just been too fascinated by him. And
I thought that would be interesting for you. That's why when you decided to grab one, I was like, oh, great, this guy. I can, since your character's not very interested in your own backstory or anything like that.
No,
I gave you something that you would be interested in.
I essentially got iseki'd into this world, and I'm like, I can't find anything about myself here. So,
well, you can find stuff about like the body that you were iseki'd into.
Yeah, see, that's what we use the courtroom for. Is I'm gonna point at the fact out that my character's name pops up nowhere in any documents or anything.
Yeah,
I mean, that automatically makes you like, innocent. That kind of makes you look more guilty.
No, first I'm gonna be like, because I'm still acting like I'm deaf. I'm gonna use my mind link to whoever the judge is, and just be like, are you serious? These people don't even know my name. Ask them what my name is. And then obviously they're gonna give the answer of Todd or Tom. I don't remember which one it is.
Tom, I think.
It's Tom. My goodness, so you're just gonna throw everyone else under the bus?
Tom is still a dog right now, so he's just gonna be like staying in the back of the courtroom and then occasionally sneak off to go in human form and try and save Amber.
And Kirito, if you keep informing people that Chris is a werewolf, well, there's going to be someone in the courtroom that you don't want. Well, that Chris would not want to know that he's a werewolf.
Ooh,
that Lord guy that you mentioned in session 3.
Well, okay,
or like so someone who knows it, who kind of wants me dead.
There's going to be a judge, and since y'all have since Reginald harmed guards and stuff like that, and y'all, this is your second offense, y'all are going to court, so there's going to be a judge presiding, and then the 2 proxy lords of the city.
Great.
There's going to be Lord Gilderoy and then Lord Lockhart.
Seriously?
Man, I can only mind link to one person at a time. I can't. I'm only gonna be able to talk to one of them.
Or you can just go in between, just like quick conversation with you, quick conversation with you, quick conversation with you.
Well, either that'd be me repeating information, or even better, I could do 1 word per person.
That's
Hi. Is what?
All I'm going to say is get ready for wisdom checks during all of this.
Oh, boy. What is my wisdom score at? Oh, I'm fine. I got a +3 on that thing.
Ah,
My
great.
wisdom's not horrible. I don't have my thing pulled up right now. My charisma is what's really bad because I rolled like a 6.
And persuasion checks are not going to be your thing.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for him not speaking in charisma because he's basically a wild animal. But
Yeah. But hey, they think that you're just a dog right now. So unless someone exposes you,
You could
you're not
Scooby-Doo
on
it.
trial. So
You
Conry's not on trial because
Conry's
the
just a
guards
dog.
think that you're just a dog. So maybe you could play into being one of their service animals.
Or just be Scooby-Doo.
You could be the deaf person's service animal.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
It is how it works. The dog, if you can Scooby-Doo Conry, then you can speak for me.
Okay.
This is my emotional support werewolf.
Still gonna mean people are gonna try and kill me, but okay. Random aside, speaking of Connery, is there gonna be a point where like Jojo and Amber fail so many intelligence checks that they like can never figure out that I'm a werewolf, or are they just gonna have to keep rolling for the rest of eternity?
If you keep changing like in front of them, or if you just come out of nowhere after the dog goes away, they're gonna keep making wisdom checks. But I'm gonna say that if they fail 10, they will never be able to figure out. I'm gonna make that DM decision right now.
Okay.
It's going in my book.
What you need to do
10
is
including the amount that they've already failed, or 10 plus, or 10 like starting now.
Like that's gonna let's start it now. Since it's a new rule, we'll start it now.
what you need to do, Chris, is learn a spell of the blinding light spell and activate it right before you transform. So you force everyone to blink.
I should have picked like fog cloud or something as one of my not as one of my cantrips, as one of my spells.
Marine layer.
Just like fog cloud, transform, take it away.
The best use of a spell slot.
No. See isn't it
lying to my party?
In your dog form, you can't use spells, so you use the fog cloud regular form. You turn into the wolf, fight a bunch. We just hear a bunch of biting and howling and such, and then all of a sudden, fog cloud disappears. Just regular, normal human Conry standing there, like, hey guys.
My wolf just kind of came in and did this.
What were those noises?
You can be like, oh, that's my spirit animal. It comes and helps every once in a while.
It's a Patronus.
It's a Patronus.
Conry is actually a wizard from Harry Potter, confirmed. Y'all heard it here first.
We iseki'd another character.
Oh, I just thought of an amazing magical item. The Wand of Disarming.
Like to get weapons away, or like to take arms off people?
You swing, you flick your wrist at someone, you yell the magic word, Expelliarmus.
So it's just Expelliarmus.
It's Expelliarmus, exactly. It's Harry Potter's wand that only does one spell, and it's Expelliarmus.
So it's just Lord Gilderoy and Lord Lockhart are just gonna come in with this wand and try and teach us defensive magic.
Well, here's the thing. Gilderoy is not that bad of a guy. He's just a bit of a weak spine. And, oh crap, I shouldn't be telling you this because I'm giving you...
No, tell us everything.
It's too late. We want the tea. It's too late.
Yeah. We cannot metagame, so...
We're good at it. We're experts at it. Chris and I have DM'd together on our own different campaigns, and we are very good at not metagaming.
I'm glad that y'all are enjoying this. Like, I was so nervous. I get so nervous every session. I'm like, I hope they enjoy. But
I've had an absolutely terrible time. I've just hated it each time.
Yeah.
It's been like,
I gave you a magic pet that will grow with you. You goddamn motherfucker.
Speaking of, if you kill off that pet, I'm leaving the campaign. By the way.
Which pet?
I'm not emotionally stable enough to deal with Reginald's death. So if you kill him off, I'm leaving the campaign.
I'm sure for those people who are actually listening to the sessions, Reginald has become a fan favorite.
I still
Wait, what are
want
you talking about?
I'm sure that for the people who are actually listening to us that aren't us watching the videos over and over again,
How narcissistic are we that we watch our own campaign?
Well, I need to watch it for advertising on TikTok.
I've
That's
actually
Fair
been
enough.
I've actually been playing
You're welcome.
every once in a while. I'll play them and before my Twitch streams, like just a little snippet, just like a little snippet beforehand, and then I'll be like, all right, here we go.
Nice. I don't mind that whatsoever. I keep like sharing on Facebook, but I'm only friends with my family on Facebook.
Hey family, listen to this.
Cause like we have what 42 people that have watched the first episode. I'm like, what happened to all those people?
Because like 20 of those are us.
That's true. But that means there's 20 other people.
I know one of my friends listens to it and they're very surprised that it's edited.
What do you mean?
Because of the length of the session. They're like,
oh yeah,
you guys did more
for so long. But like, I take out like a little bit of the before, a little bit of the behind, and then I get rid of a whole bunch of ums. And then I add background music, and then it goes up and looks like shit.
For the first 15 minutes, though, it looks great.
It's pristine. The first 15
It's amazing.
minutes. It's amazing. But then the ghosts come in, and I'm just like, hey, buddy.
Yeah. And it just, like, most of the sessions, except for, like, the one that I wasn't there, I have not been able to watch all the way through just because it gives me a headache to look at.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I want to start putting, like, just a black screen over it and just be like, just listen.
This is why we need animators.
I feel like it'd almost be easier than to just put it on either, like, podcasts or
well, the podcast
Spotify
app that I use only lets me put, like, 1 hours. Just
yeah,
like
when's it going on Apple and Spotify? I've been advertising that way too. And when is it going on Apple and Spotify?
I'm getting it to the point where I can put it up there soon. Like I'm having to find another way to put it up on Apple and Spotify. Because again, like I just said, my podcast, the way that I put up podcasts, it only allows an hour-long episode every time. So. And
I know how to fix the editing problem.
What?
I know how to fix the editing problem.
The editing problem before I'm putting it off onto other platforms because I'm like, oh, with YouTube, I can put it up however long I need it to be, but the editing is shit.
But here's how we fix it. We now only record in 15-minute intervals.
Let's
just have a timer. The moment it goes off, we stop. We stop the recording, we restart the recording, we go back, timer goes off, stop the recording, restart the recording. So you just have little 15-minute files all over here.
Hey, I just thought of this.
I mean,
we could probably get that. We could probably do that like what Game Grumps does with their gameplays.
Oh yeah.
Like 15-minute episodes, we're just like, hey, next time on the Tales of Onniaga. And then we're just like, okay, and now let's just do another
one. And another.
And then we just continue. We might
I mean, that would be easier for like your average consumer who doesn't like listen to this kind of stuff a lot. It's like watching a 15-minute video is a lot less intimidating than watching like a 3-hour-long episode. Because like most people just sit down and watch a 3-hour episode, but a lot of people are a lot more likely to watch a bunch of 15-minute episodes over the course of 3 hours.
Okay, I know I suggested it, but the problem is we get so sidetracked that we only get like a 2-second clip out of each 15 minutes.
That's true with how much I like try to expand on like what y'all see and what's going on around y'all.
Oh my god! Can you imagine how long?
Just be one whole thing of just me explaining something.
Can you imagine how long combat would end up being for 15-minute intervals?
I could start streamlining.
Streamline.
I need to start streamlining combats.
I mean, I've been part of games where combat will literally last like 2 hours. So streamlining it for 15 minutes would be great.
All right, here we go. Ready in combat, and everyone roll. You're all dead. Continuing on.
And campaign ended.
I would just be like, okay, before we go into combat, everyone plan exactly what they want to do. And we're back. Okay, let's go. And then we roll. And then like I was also thinking like, what if we still record during it, but then I just write a script and then I say what happens without all the ums and the dice rolling and all that kind of stuff.
See, the script does not work with my need for chaotic improv.
No, but yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
feel
saying
that
I
loses
give
a lot
y'all
of
a
its like
script.
personality to it.
I'm not saying
If it's
that
just
give
basically
y'all a script. I'm saying like I would record, watch over the episodes, and then I would summarize what happened in the episodes to the camera, pretty much.
Just afterwards. Okay, so here's what actually ended up. Here's what you need to know.
Yeah, like I don't know, like make it like a storybook,
Like an audio
everything
book
that happens.
upload the session, and then right afterwards upload you explaining what happened during the session.
It's like,
Yeah, so
Tales
this
of Onniaga
motherfucker just
explained
decided
for
to
you.
burn these squirrels. He passes out. He goes and sees this big god dragon. Just hello there.
gets robbed.
It's the new reaction video. It's a reaction audio.
It's my reaction to my own video, and then I need to do a reaction to my reaction.
And then
Until it
we need to
catches up
do
in
a
real time.
reaction to your reaction to your reaction.
Yes, we can do this.
Do anything.
We are the gods of this world. Because again, I do want y'all to have a lot of input on what happens in the world. That's why I let y'all name the demon lords. I was like, let's go. This will be great.
I didn't actually end up watching that entire session. Did you keep in the us spending like 20 minutes thinking of demon lord names, or is that for like a future blooper reel?
I couldn't.
Is it stored somewhere? Are we ever gonna get a
that's
supercut
gotta be
of our
stored
bloopers?
somewhere, because that was freaking.
We need a supercut of all our bloopers.
I know.
That's how you get viewers, is with bloopers.
The reason why I haven't been putting out blooper reels is because those episodes would probably end up to be shit as well, just like the visuals. So I've been just before I put out like more content than just the weekly stuff, I want to figure out what's going on with the video, like what's going on with the editing stuff and like saving it. Because again, I'm doing this all on my iPhone 10. So like I need to get I'm saving up for a laptop. And if you, viewer, want to help me out with this, I do not have a Patreon, but I do have a Venmo.
Yeah, we're right now providing the content that would be on the Patreon. Good.
The bloopers will be on Patreon.
That's the selling point. Every time you just
That's how you
put in a new
on Patreon. It's like, you get my blooper reel.
You get this blooper. Donate a little bit more. Another blooper.
You can get the unedited 3-hour-long videos on Patreon.
They're much longer than 3 hours.
What?
They're much longer than 3 hours. The unedited stuff.
Yeah,
those gotta be upwards of 4.
Yeah, they are. I'm just like, you can get the full unedited idiotic ramblings of all of us for the small price of subscribing and liking and sharing this video. Sponsored by Cheetos Puffs.
We're not actually
No,
sponsored
we're not
by
actually
Cheetos.
sponsored. Don't take this
To be
video
clear, they won't answer our calls. Evasively cheesy's more like it.
down. We can clay.
Bo Burnham. I'm not claiming
I mean,
that joke.
did y'all not see the last video, the last Markiplier video? It came out like today, where he he finds substitutions for talkies.
I saw it on my page, but I didn't see it. Like, I didn't watch it.
No, I didn't.
I'm
See
like,
it.
Like half the video is him being like, and today I'm sponsored by, and then he reads the label, Lay's.
No, that's why you got to buy the brand that they use for television, Let's potato chips.
Yeah.
The Let's. I'm sponsored by Let's.
we're sponsored by completely and totally not branded sports drink.
We are sponsored by Disney.
I was whenever I Twitch stream, I'm always snacking on it, and my friends comment on it. But like the second to last one I did, it was my Digimon stream, and beforehand I was eating Nilla wafers, and I was like, I'm eating Nilla wafers, and I'm not sponsored by Nilla wafer. But if you're watching Nilla wafers, just so you know, I'm willing.
Any company wishes to view this video, thank you for watching. Even if it's just this little clip, sponsor me. I have nothing in my life. I am a dishwasher.
I have nothing in my life. I have a dishwasher.
Just send like a bunch of like viewers or just like people on Facebook and Twitter and stuff to go harass the company until they acknowledge our existence.
Yes.
You think I have viewers? I only have like 5,000 people on TikTok. That's it.
I have 8,000, so together that's
13,000.
And
Thank
if
you.
you're here from my viewers on TikTok, please like, share, and subscribe. Or I will be at your house later. This is not a threat.
Is that a threat or a...
This is not a threat. This
Definitely.
is a complete lie, but I'll be.
It's a public service announcement.
This is a public service announcement. If you see
This is an Amber Alert?
If you see me with this, I'm coming for you. You are my target. And I have been paid by your parents to scare
Oh
me.
my gosh. We have to use Amber Alert in our sessions somewhere.
Oh my god!
God.
If
I always
ever,
say her name is AIM in my head, but I know that's not how you say it.
But her character's name is Ember or Amber.
is it
I
Ame?
know. Ame, I always
Yeah.
say it.
I am so
Ame,
sorry
whatever.
for getting
Amber's
this wrong.
Yeah, I am so sorry,
She's
and I
not
feel
here.
really bad, but I never have to say your name, so
She's not
I
here. If she
apologize.
sees this, this is what happens when you're not here.
Yeah, but anyways, when Amber can't make it to a session, just have her uncle issue an Amber Alert and have the entire guard search for her.
I was just gonna say, I can figure out how to throw into her backstory that her dad didn't send her off on a quest. She ran away, and now she's wanted by her dad, who put out an Amber Alert on her.
So that's
Or
Lucy
she was
Harfelia's story in
kidnapped.
Fairy Tale.
By her uncle.
Say what?
Or
Have
she
you
was
seen
kidnapped.
Fairy Tale? Oh, I don't know who you were talking to.
Yeah, neither do I, sorry.
That's Lucy's thing.
In Fairy Tale, Lucy Harfelia's dad sends out like a warrant for her because he has no idea where she went.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am going to say that on the job board, there is a missing poster for 3 adventurers. That
We've actually been dead this entire time, and our spirits are just roaming around.
I think he means the
Me.
3 that you sent to the owl bears.
I have no idea what you're talking
there
about.
are consequences for things that happen.
Hey, is
They
it?
were trying to kill me, so
Hold on.
I led them to their deaths. What
Does
was
the
I
flyer
with that?
say information for or to find?
To find information about.
Ah, there. All we have to do is say that they're dead. We win.
Here's the thing. Some of their close friends, even though that quest was not sanctioned by the guild hall, some of their close friends might know that they went out hunting a werewolf and then never came back.
Obviously, a vampire.
Connor's just
got to
gonna
them.
die.
So there might be
Hey,
rumors
they don't know it
that
was a
there's a
werewolf. They know
violent
it was a
werewolf
larger
in
than
there.
average wolf creature. So,
But if you want to clear your names and be like, hey, we found 3 bodies by owl bears, then that would take the heat off of Connery.
that's exactly why I led them to their deaths instead of just murdering them outright. Because if I had just murdered them, they would just be like, okay, everyone's got to kill this werewolf. So no, he led them to the owl bears and be like, oh, they just ran into the owl bears and now they're dead.
Are owl
and also
bears
didn't
one
want
of
to fight
the
3
animals
party
that can
members.
understand a
There
language?
are ways to spin this in your favor. I just want to show y'all my 3D chess that's happening that I thought that some of y'all would be able to get pieces about. And I'm glad that you started thinking that way, Chris.
Are the owl bears one of the animals that can understand a language?
No.
Darn it. So much for talking to them. Okay.
There's
My
a few.
My plan just on the inside, because I always knew I wanted to go back to either rob their bodies and or steal their pins.
I have been wanting to get to both of you about this. Okay, so Connery, your way of communicating, you can communicate with any animalistic creature. You can in wolf form, that is.
Please make
in
a
wolf
Scooby-Doo
form,
voice.
you can communicate what?
Connery, when you do communicate with animals in your wolf form, please make it a Scooby-Doo voice.
I cannot do a Scooby-Doo voice, so...
Raggy,
yeah, just get a little gruff and start every word with an R.
No, his internal monologue is Morgan Freeman, so I would assume...
Oh, sure. You can do a Morgan Freeman impersonation, but you can't do a Scooby-Doo one.
Logic dictates that he would speak like his inner monologue.
Well, that's not your internal monologue, as we have decided.
Yeah, that's like the minor god that ran
God that is messing with you.
I really want to meet Morgan Freeman, the character.
If y'all start asking around for people,
that also, but
if y'all want to start asking around for people to make investigation checks and role play, trying to look for the different demon lords and gods, there are ways of doing that.
Ask Linda.
Yeah.
You can always ask. Linda knows where, like, she knows of them and of, like, those paintings that she has. This is deep lore. Those paintings that they have are kind of like FaceTime things.
So it's the paintings from Harry Potter.
Kind of. Now, you go over to it and view it with some messaging magic, and it enhances the messaging spell so that y'all can have a face-to-face conversation. So, like, if they were to use that on you, on a painting of you, a painting of them, like an ethereal painting of them, would show right in front of you, like a holographic screen, and then y'all would have a communication via that.
That's cool.
But yeah,
Also,
that's deep lore, and that's higher
we don't know
forms of magic that the demon lords have created for themselves.
I meant to say, Chris, I'm really happy that you get to be more chaotic this time, because usually you try and be chaotic, but because you're in a group that's super chaotic, you're stuck being hey guys, we do in fact have a quest to go on that we're trying to complete here.
Yeah, me and Josh do a game together that we haven't gotten together in like months, but because of the group, everyone is just I have to be the one who's always just like, hey, there's a plot, there's a thing we have to do, let's go along. So all my and I've gone through 2 characters in this campaign, and all of them always have to be like the parent friend, just be like, come on.
So yeah, really right now you're just the family dog.
It's very nice seeing a different side to Chris's gameplay.
Yeah, and I'm having fun getting to play like a chaotic character rather than being all about other jokes. So
you two and Matthew are probably intentionally, well, Matthew not so much. He's actually like,
no, his character is the reason that he's been a bit chaotic. It's because of his character, not necessarily because he's like, this would be fun. Woo.
Yeah, and well, actually, from what I've seen that Matthew is having Jorgen do, he's very one-track mind. He's like, get me home. Just get me home. I'm with y'all. I have no one else around here. Get me home. So he's chaotic because he doesn't know anything. Same thing with Ember. She doesn't know anything. So I have a chaotic group. Luckily, no, y'all are edging into murder hobos.
See, the thing is, Amber's trying
We've
like
always
very,
been hobos.
very hard to be like lawful good. She's really trying, but she keeps getting wrapped up in the excitement that the three of us are doing.
Which is great, and I love to see that. And I'm very glad. But like I started this off being like, okay, some of y'all will be chaotic, some of y'all will be neutral, some of y'all like right now, y'all don't know the world, so I'll have to start spoon feeding y'all all this information. And then y'all take that information and you throw it at other people like, ha, I got you now.
Yeah, I apologize. My character is the race is Kalishtar, so they're supposed to be like good, lawful good, or true neutral because they're supposed to be very empathetic to everyone else because they can hear inside their heads and such. Mm-hmm. And I abandoned that entirely because I'm like, I better kind of mischief with this.
Kumito's just trying to get pets. Chris, Conrad has become a pet.
See, I'm
Amber
going to challenge
was looking
the god.
for friends and adventure and got a pet. And Jorgen refuses to get a pet because he doesn't like small things.
Just wants to go home.
And he's also now against sandwiches. Apparently.
Oh god. I love how we all accidentally created like the same character archetype, just completely on accident. We all made like these clueless, kind of sometimes morons who always just get into trouble because they're just kind of stupid and are very antisocial, and all for their own like different unique reasons. And I love how we just all accidentally did that.
My character isn't stupid. Everyone else just ruins his plans.
Because y'all don't get you don't get each other on each other's sides.
Yeah,
y'all are at each other's.
I mean, you tried to sell Conry. I
had a
Jorgen's money.
I had a plan to get
Jorgen's
Conry
trying
out
to
of
arrest
there.
all of us.
Was I gonna
convey that plan?
Magician.
You look at a stranger and was like, "Trust me."
Yeah. You can communicate telepathically. You could have just told me, "Hey, this is what's gonna happen. Just go with it." And Conry would have been like, okay, I guess."
That is exactly what I said. I said, "Hey, just trust me." And you said,
that's
"Sure."
not the same. You didn't tell me the plan. And honestly, if you did, Conry still probably would have tried to attack Jenkins just because he's an animal. He's so jumpy that when those things come out, he's just like, nope, and would have tried to fight it. You know, he is basically a dog. So, and I've tried
Jenkins
to take that into consideration with my role play.
Jenkins was not going to keep you, just so you know. He was trying to get you. He was like, in the off chance that that Kumito was telling the truth and that he owned Conry.
My name and my character name were too similar. Sorry.
Yeah, my character owns Chris. My D&D character owns Chris the player. That's how this goes. Excuse me. No one could see that because I was talking at this time.
I just did.
No one could see because I was talking at this time, but Chris just flipped me off, and how rude.
I don't think that the camera is on Chris, so no one would know.
The camera is not on me.
Which is why I just told them what happened.
Ha! I've been screen recording the entire time, and I tried screen recording one session, and whenever you screen record, it gets the image just fine, but it didn't record any of the audio.
Perfect. Then you put in the audio yourself, making up voices for everyone. You just do a really bad dubbing.
Instead of music, Spencer just dubbing for everybody.
I can barely.
I would
do the
really like to hear
voices that I have
Spencer's.
assigned to the characters already.
Yeah, I would really like to hear Spencer's voice for all of our characters. Spencer's
Best impressions.
Thank you. My brain.
I tried so hard every session. I beforehand I practiced certain accents and like impressions that I want to do while playing, and then we get into it, and I immediately forget. Immediately, like at one point,
It happens to me all the time.
I've been
just could not get into Jenkins at all.
I was watching DuckTales before like session 2 or 3, and I was like, ooh, I could do the David Tennant Scottish accent. I can try that. And I was working it out with Scrooge's lines and everything. I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. We go in, I'm like, nope, forgot it. Going with a really raspy voice here.
And then I could not understand it.
Right.
No, but like Jorgen's voice is, oh, well, there's nothing that I want to do more than just to go home. Just
Yeah, your Jorgen impression is accurate.
That's an easy voice. And then there's
it sounds like C3PO.
Exactly. Like, oh, I need to go home, dude. R2, come back here.
We need to get a pet and name it R2 just for that joke.
Is this just gonna be like a Pokemon? Have I accidentally made Pokemon in D&D?
That's actually a thing.
I'm Pikachu.
It's there's a legit Pokemon D&D like running everything. Like it goes through the whole. You can go out, catch Pokemon. It gives them their stats and everything and how they level up. You essentially just play the Pokemon games, but in a D&D format. It exists. Nice.
No, but like right now, you guys have pretty much like three Pokemon: Reginald, Conry, and the Phoenix.
That's our next campaign.
The
next campaign. Our next campaign, I legit just want to play Pikachu, just for the record.
Okay.
But you can only say, you can't do any internal monologues or anything. You have to respond with Pika Pika or like Pikachu.
Yeah. I mean, I say that now, but I always get frustrated when I'm in wolf form and can't talk because I always want to just respond with like just dry humor or something, and then and then halfway through the sentence, like I can't talk. What am I doing?
That's my favorite bloopers that we have. Is just like, guys, we should go this way. Conry, how are you speaking? You're a wolf.
If that ever actually, from now on, if that ever happens, just Conry's just barking then. That's what he means, but he's just barking.
What do you need,
Lassie?
What do you need? Someone's trapped down a well?
Just like, Conry's barking a lot. Yeah, should you mind link?
But just so we don't have to break character so much and just be like, oh, look, I can't talk.
Something. Okay, I have a perfect way of doing this. Kubito, anytime that happens, you look at them and be like, what is it, boy? What is it? And then take the suggestion that Chris says. Like, we should go left. You're like, what is it, boy? You think we should go left? Let's go left, guys.
What is it, boy?
That way you don't ignore Chris's stuff, but like it's a bit of a fun way of being like, what is it, boy? Like
it's still interacting with him like he's the dog.
What you're gonna end up hearing is, what is it, boy? We should go left. Hey, the dog says that we should all go left, but Jorgen should go right.
Accurate.
Why do y'all hate That's the question.
I don't hate Jorgen, and I like Matt and everything. I mean, I haven't really met the guy, but and Matt's awesome. Conry just hates Jorgen for so many reasons.
He lit my squirrel on fire. Also, Kumito's all about gaining some knowledge on things and different stuff, and Jorgen has provided nothing of value to him ever in conversation.
Yeah, I kind of explained this like at the end of the last session that like he just resents this guy who hasn't had to work for a thing in his life, and Conry's lived in the forest, who's had to do everything himself since he was 7, and he just angrily resents that.
See, originally,
and there's also just like he just doesn't like his attitude. He's just like, shut up.
Kumito was originally on Jorgen's side. I was very interested with the fact that Jorgen also doesn't know like what's going on. But then Jorgen couldn't provide any information as to anything else. And it was just like, all right, okay, great. I know your entire life.
Yeah, so he has nothing to offer you, and you just don't like because he's a rich boy who didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Also, Conry, something else like with the talking as a wolf form problem. If there's a problem that you want to solve with your character, but you don't want to like change an aspect of your character, go to Jenkins. He probably has something. I will homebrew and pull something out of my ass for that.
Just find a patch of dirt and start like writing it in the dirt with your paws, just dragging across the dirt to make letters.
Is Conry literate?
That's a good question. Did Conry receive an education?
Conry might be illiterate.
Yeah, because one, he grew up poor and then left home when he was like very young.
Are there records of Conry?
Probably. I would imagine there's
you only know Common.
As a ranger, I get 2 other languages.
But would Conry have ever learned those languages? How was it?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you like a couple weeks ago about this, and it just slipped my mind that if I could like and I completely get if I can't do this, if I could substitute those languages for like fully being able to understand another animal.
Yes. If you want to only know Common and want to fully have a conversation with animals, that's completely viable. I'm going to say right now, DM decision. If the only language you know is Common right now, and you want to fully understand animals, go for it. I said that is a proper switch, because while it's getting rid of like other ways for you to role play with some of the other languages, you are substituting that with the advantage of pretty much always being able to understand animals.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm putting that in my character sheet right now.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, just so you're aware, Spencer, I forgot. I should probably have told you. The languages that I've given Kumito to speak is Celestial, Common, Elvish, Quarry, and Undercommon. Quarry is that dream spirit thing that is part of him.
Yeah, and that's why you kind of understood some of the souls inside of Linda's head.
Ah.
Whereas everybody else would have just heard screaming and gnashing and all that kind of stuff. You actually got a few words.
Perfect.
Yeah. I knew that you knew some languages, and that's why I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of soulish kind of thing. This is also soul adjacent. That's within Linda. And I'm going to tell you this right now. All demon lords are not as nice as Linda. No, not at all.
I remember I made those things. If it's a money sign, they are against her, and if it's a little star, they're like good. So Seuss and Johnny Flip are good, at least on good terms with Linda, and Demon Karen and Duck McScrooge are not.
Yep. Duck McScrooge. Ooh. Should I go ahead and let's go ahead. Duck McScrooge is pretty much the spiritual brother of the Phoenix that y'all have.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can we name it? Darn it! I can't put Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
He already has his own. This Phoenix already has his own name. He doesn't like. He has his own name already. Because
so does Kumito.
Always they don't lose their memories of their pasts.
Kumito has his own name too, but we're not using it. That's my fault entirely that we're not using it.
Are you going to just deliberately not call the Phoenix by its name and give it like a, hey, Fluffy, what's going on?
Yeah. No, we're gonna call it
Reginald 2.
Reginald 2. No, we're gonna name it Reginald 1. Reginald's gonna be Reginald Reginald, and then we're gonna get Reginald 2 and confuse everyone that meets us. This is Reginald, Reginald 1, Reginald 2, Reginald 3, 4, 5. Eventually, just stop saying Reginald, just go to numbers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. I think we've gone a little bit over an hour, but I think that this will be good enough for content this week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are done, and it's time to end the episode. We don't know how.
We need a theme song.
I found someone on TikTok that said for $35 they would write a theme song for like D&D parties.
What are the like? What do we need to provide them? We still don't have a name for this party.
I'm gonna have to find their information again because it's been a little bit. I found them like 4 weeks ago, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like and favorite that video, and I'll come back to it. And then you just said that we needed a theme song. I'm like, oh, that's so Raven moment. Just
that's so Raven.
It's the future I can see. Anyways, thank you for watching. This has been an analysis and a rambling of our different thoughts on our current campaign. I hope that you are enjoying the Tales of Onniaga. And hopefully we'll have another episode out for you next week. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. But goodbye.